We good? Alright, woo. Okay. Hey everyone, what's going on? My name is Phil Maxwell. I am currently a first-year physician assistant student at Touro College in Bayshore, New York. The purpose of this video that I'm doing here is because of a popular demand from my friends to move my status updates on Facebook called True Life, I'm a PA student, and move it into video. So welcome to this first little introductory True Life, I'm a PA student video. This is by no means scripted whatsoever. I pretty much just decided off a whim to just turn on my webcam and give this a go. So I know I kind of look a little ridiculous and kind of homely in my hat and sweatshirt, but whatever. I promise for subsequent videos I will dress for the occasion, but for now it's just a little introduction. And the purpose of this video is to obviously, you know, update my friends and everyone out there in the social media world, you know, how I'm surviving such a rigorous educational program. I have a lot of people that are asking me, hey, you know, what's it like? Like, how hard is it? What classes do you take? You know, and for all my friends out there that are in the medical field and are actually wishing to apply to the PA program, I would also like this video to be somewhat of a little coaching guide to help you out and to maybe answer some questions if you choose to apply. Again, right now I'm in my second semester of the first year. It's going great so far. I absolutely love it. The amount of material that I'm learning in 1 year is mind-boggling. I am I can't even tell you how many classes I'm taking. I'm not going to bore you with all that stuff right now, but I just want to say that the class as a whole is very cohesive. We all get along. There's like 68 of us. I mean, we're just like, it's almost like we almost came together as a family, you know, in the first 3 months. And that's what you need, because, you know, everybody in a PA class, you know, it doesn't matter whether you're the top of the class or you're at the bottom of the class, you guys are still going to earn that same degree, and you're still going to get at the same level that everyone in the class is going to get at. And your job, if you are a PA student and you are in a class, you want to make sure that you help out your fellow peers. Because the fact is, if you're sitting in a PA class right now, you worked damn hard to get there, and you should be proud. So right now, the name of the game is staying there, helping everybody out, and reaching that goal. I know it's 2 years of serious lockdown, and it feels like you're in a prison, but let me tell you something, and from what I've heard, you are going to make the life of your dreams when you're out. You're going to be comfortable, you're going to have great hours, it's going to be phenomenal. Of course, I can't promise that because I'm not done yet, but I will be soon. So anyway, why don't we'll start off this introductory video with a little coaching technique for anybody out there who is looking to apply to PA school. Number one, what you want to do is you want to build a rapport with a physician assistant. You want to have a solid foundation with them. You want to shadow them. You want to have them give you positive feedback about your shadowing experience, because they're going to be the ones that are going to write you one of your letters of recommendation. Another thing you want is you want patient experience. You want to actually have that. You want to get used to actually interacting with strangers almost, because, you know, being a PA and anybody in the medical field, NP, nurse, PA, doctor, you got to get used to dealing with people. Now, this is much different than being a cashier at like Pathmark, which is what I did for a while. It's a much different scenario. You know, you want to be able to be people friendly. You want to have a personality, you know. Somebody who comes into the doctor's office, and if they're going to see you as the PA, they're not going to want to talk to a plank of wood, you know? They want somebody who's going to acknowledge them and sympathize with them and really, you know, hone in on their emotions, you know? But meanwhile, you do want to keep that boundary of patient and healthcare provider. So that's why you really want to kind of get used to, you know, patient hours and getting that experience. Third is you definitely want good grades in all your prerequisites. Now, depending on the school that you want to apply to, every school is going to have different prereqs. You want to have at least a 3.0 overall, and you want to have a minimum 3.0 in your science GPA. Now, I don't know whether or not you need a degree. I personally came from a bioscience / medical technology background, so it really helped me, especially in this semester, because right now, lab medicine and hematology, I had 3 years experience prior to being in PA school. So anything in the medical field that you have done will help you in this program, because you're going to touch on all areas of medicine: lab medicine, phlebotomy, emergency medicine, medical assistant, anything that you could possibly think of, it's going to get covered. So, but getting back to the grades, you definitely want good grades. You want at least a 3.0 in both fields, overall and science. However, do not be discouraged if you have a C in any sort of class. I will be honest, I am not a 4.0 student. I am not a straight A student. Never have been. I've had C's in chemistry. I've had a lot of B's, a lot of A's. Good grades overall, but, don't despair if you have a C in one of your prerequisite classes. Don't be like, oh my god, they're not going to take me, I'm not smart enough. Not the case. Believe me, I could go into a whole other spiel about the SATs, and back in the old days when it was out of 1,000, I never even broke 1,000, okay? I just, standardized tests and I were just like oil and water. But, back then and now it's two completely different things. Like, right now, it's an extremely competitive program, and I couldn't be happier that I actually got accepted. So, anyway, so those three things that you really want. And the fourth thing, and this is key, is when you write your personal essay, you want to write something that's really going to grasp the attention of the reader. Give them something out of the ordinary. Something that's going to be, well, a family member of mine got sick, and I really wanted to see them get better, and this and that. Everyone goes through it. I personally can tell you that, it's happened to me more than a few times. But, you really want to get something that they haven't read before. Because I'll tell you now that the essay is actually the ticket to your interview. And when you get the interview, pretty much the hard part is over. Getting the interview is the hardest part. Once you get that interview, the main thing you want to do is prove to them that you're not a psychopath. So if you can do that, then your chances of getting accepted are extremely high. So you definitely want to have a good essay. Fifth thing is how to apply. Now, there are certain portals online. I believe there's CASPA, which is Central Application Services of Physician Assistant. You're going to have to look it up. Don't quote me on it. I don't really know. But that part is getting all your undergraduate transcripts, getting all your hours and shadowing together, getting your letters of recommendation, all sent through that portal. And once that happens, you have to give them at least 4 to 5 weeks, maybe even 6, before you hear a response. So, with that being said, I am absolutely loving school right now. It's fun. Like I said, I'm learning all this different material. I love my classmates. But the work is really hard, and the main thing that you have to consider when you're in a PA program is dedication, dedication, dedication. Has my social life been affected? I can't say yes, and I can't say no. My weekdays are crunch time. I gotta, when I come home from school, I gotta study. I'm always looking ahead on my calendar. What's the next exam? What's my next test gonna be? And just study, study, study. But let me tell you something, and this I think is really important. If you're a PA student and you feel yourself burning your candles at both ends, where you feel like you have steam coming out of your ears, do yourself a favor and go out on Friday and Saturday nights. If you can, do it. I mean, when it comes time to finals, put it aside. I mean, it's only a week. But the rest of the time, go out, enjoy yourself, have a beer. I mean, have 3 beers. Just designated driver. But you definitely want time to yourself. You definitely don't want to burn your candles out at both ends. And it's all about time management. You know, you gotta put your schoolwork first and foremost. You know, your friends will understand that, okay, you know what, if you get accepted into a PA program and you really think you're not going to see your friends ever again, throw like a going away party, even though you're not really going to be going very far. But, you know, you get breaks and you get time off. I mean, there are days in class where it's like, oh, you don't have class the next 2 days. Have fun. So there you go. I mean, you know, during the day, like, call somebody up. Be like, hey, listen, let's go out. Let's grab a few cocktails or whatever. You know, I mean, just remember that this is a full-time commitment, and it's very, very strongly recommended. Can't talk. That you do not maintain any outside employment. Now, are students doing it? Yes. You know, if you can swing it and you can do it and you can get the good grades, then kudos to you. More power to you. Unfortunately for me, I am living off a savings account and student loans. To me, that's my best option because this program is so tightly wound. Like, once you get accepted, the shackles lock on and you are at the mercy of the administration. They tell you when you got to be there, what classes you got to take. If classes run late, can't complain. If they get out early, hallelujah. You know, you just kind of have to just go with the motions. And like I said, it's 2 years of really hard work and dedication, but the amount of things you're going to learn in 2 years is going to blow your mind, and others' minds too. Like, just the other day, somebody asked me, what's atelectasis? And without even thinking, I was like, collapse of the alveoli in the lungs. And I'm like, oh my god, like I actually knew that. Then you start getting case studies about, you know, maybe over here in a restaurant, like somebody talking about a friend or family had this symptom and this symptom and this symptom. And you're sitting there in your notebook and you're studying, and then you're just kind of overhearing this conversation and you're like, I think I know what's wrong. I think I know what's going on with them. And you start piecing things together. It's crazy. The first semester is going to be all over the place. You're going to be like, what's going on here? It's like accelerated undergrad. By the time the second semester comes around and you start getting into your medicine courses, everything is just going to start to click. And it's so cool when it does. So my advice to you is definitely make sure you have the drive to do work. You have the dedication, the motivation, and you have all those things that I mentioned earlier in this video. And with those things in mind, you definitely would, you're definitely making a great choice choosing this profession. You know, nurse practitioners, PAs, MDs, DOs, make sure you mention that we are all part of a team, and the patient is the most important member of this team, because without the patient, there is no healthcare. So, with that, I'm not gonna lie, this was actually pretty not bad for not having a script in front of me. So, anyway, like I said, welcome to my first little video blog of True Life. I'm a PA student. Keep checking in. Like I said, I am really new at this, so I really... I guess I should say subscribe to my channel, PhilBabyPA. Do not ask me about my nickname. It has stuck with me since I was in 6th grade. I really can't even tell you why it stuck. But anyway, leave comments. I can, you know, definitely help you out and answer questions. And if you are an aspiring PA applicant, best of luck. And to anybody that is currently enrolled in a PA program with me, keep up the good work, keep your head high, and go for the gold, baby. So anyway, that's it, and I'll see if I can make a schedule. You know, maybe Fridays when I get off of school at like 1 o'clock, I'll come by and I'll make another video. So with that, it is running late, and I have pediatrics to study. So peace out, everybody.